Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. This video is to bring you a closer look at the National Guard products. H612B is the part number. This is a large piece of bristle weather stripping in a gold. I'm going to say that this is powder coated. They say it's anodized, but this does not look anodized at all. This looks powder coated to me. It's a gold finish on aluminum. That's what it is. Very large piece of bristle material. Where would you use such an item? Well, you could have an unusual sill condition where you need to... You might have a sill condition where you've got... I can imagine, I've seen similar... New York City. No alleys. The loading docks are literally sidewalk doors, vault doors that will allow access to a lower level. You might have a door that's down there that is flush to a sill condition before it will get to the poured concrete with the drain that's down there. You might have an unusually high or large undercut, and what you want to do is basically take this and surface mount this to that outswing door and have it literally hang across the face of the sill and seal it that way. Very dense bristle up here is going to allow you to be able to install that. Also, I've had people install something a little bit bigger when the bottom of their door was compromised by rust, so they got something a little bit taller, mounted it up where the steel was still solid, and did it that way, mitigated the damage that way. I've sold large pieces of bristle material like this in large sliding doors. I've sold it in barn door applications where you will have a large undercut. I've sold it in aircraft hangar doors as well. Usually, though, with an overhead door, you're going to have a 45-degree type angle. Now, bristle is very capable of sealing the bottom of the material. If my fingers represented an uneven or an irregular floor surface, you can see how well that the bristle does at just sealing all of that material, all of the gap between the irregular floor surface. So if you've got a heavily pitted concrete stoop or sill that you're trying to get this to seal against or seal over, the bristles are going to do a great job because they'll contour themselves around that irregular surface. Now the H612 is representative of the profile of this item, and there's an image down below that shows the dimensional properties. As you can see, this is 3 7/8 overall height. Indeed, you've got 2.5 inch worth of bristle, then you've got that 1 3/8 worth of the aluminum holder itself. It's quite thick and substantial. This bristle is going to come connected or installed in this steel retainer or holder. So keep that in mind if you're going to trim this to length. You're not going to want to run a miter box saw through that. You've got nylon, you've got steel, and you've got aluminum. That's all there. Now the B in the part number means brass. It'll give you that gold type finish. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the you've got a link below this video to the product brochure, and that will allow you to review this H612 variant along with other common associated sister products. Shorter brush, much taller holders, whatever your application might call for, you can get that part number there and then you can populate that back into the site. But first, what does the B mean? Again, gold finish. A will be A is going to give you the aluminum finish. It would be a clear anodized is what that would be. Not mill. Mill would not have a letter, and the H612 is not available in mill. So clear anodized finish. The B for the gold finish. And then the DKB for a dark bronze anodized finish is what that is. Okay. Very handy. By all means, review that link to the product catalog or product brochure prior to deciding on which large, unusual sweep you need. It's likely you'll find something there that's better for your application. Okay. This is available in those 3 finishes. This is available in those other sizes. This is also listed in our site in lots of different lengths as well. This happens to be a 3-foot piece for this client. If you have need for a custom length, by all means let us know by ordering the next longest piece or pieces and simply indicate in the comment field what length you'd like for us to cut the material back to. Now the reasoning is this: if you had to take this 3-foot piece and cut it down to say 34 inch, you're going to eliminate that first slotted hole that's there. Then you're stuck drilling a new slotted hole, and naturally drilling a slotted hole is not easy. You want the slotted holes because it will allow you to tailor this on the bottom of the door, or whatever you're installing it to account for a sill that's not level, or perhaps a frame that's not plumb, or a door that's got an unusual condition to the bottom of it. Having too little seal against what you're sealing against is akin to having no seal at all, naturally. Too much will cause the door to bind and not operate properly, and certainly contribute to a premature failure of the installed weather stripping. If you have need for a custom length, order the next longest piece. Indicate that length in the comment field. We'll be happy to oblige. We'll not only give you that cut on the end, and certainly this is powder coated, and the evidence is that the end of the aluminum has been coated as well. Certainly this aluminum holder started out as a 14-foot length, and the point of the matter is the end of that's also finished. So a benefit of ordering the custom length: you get the holes at the proper distance from the edge and the proper center to center as well. And speaking of holes, you're going to get screws and a complementary finish. You're going to get the aluminum cut and finished. You're going to get the steel cut, the bristle cut. You know, that takes one heck of a heavy-duty set of shears to cut through that. But regardless, the job site might be 200 miles away, and you'll figure out a way to cut it. I understand, not a problem at all. However you like. So we'll be pleased to accommodate a request for a custom length as well. Okay, there is some information below this video talking about the excellent performance capability of this nylon brush, excellent abrasion resistance, flexibility, memory, moisture resistant, UV resistant. Temperature range is exceptional, very cold to very warm applications. It's fire rated as well. Finally, there's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the National Guard products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. If you have any questions on the National Guard products, this is their part number H612B, brass, colored, aluminum, nylon brush, heavy-duty door sweep, or any other National Guard product. Please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you very much.